Michelle Haggerty really just wonders if there's a message from her father there. John Haggerty, his name's John Haggerty there, so she didn't get a chance to say goodbye properly, and I think very few of us do really. And of course, you didn't get a chance to scatter the ashes neither, so that was always buys her flowers and that, we used to do on special occasions, or any occasion I suppose really, according to this. But so let's see if John can join us there, Michelle, and we'll see if he's got a message for you, see what it is. So we'll invite John to the setting. For this we'll use these mediumship cards. Each card has a pre-written sentence on it, or message as you could call it. And as we shuffle the cards, John will manipulate them into place so he can convey his message to you there, Michelle. So as we shuffle them, we just simply ask, Spirit of John Haggerty, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Haggerty, through these cards and move among us. Have your message for your daughter Michelle, John. Spirit of John Haggerty, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Haggerty, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of John Haggerty, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Haggerty, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to John Haggerty and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck. Where it splits is where John has left his message, and of course is where he's now placed his energy and joined us. So before we do anything really, I'd like to thank you, John, for your presence. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Thank you for the message that you've left there for Michelle, and thank you for your time and your energy. And what we're going to do, I normally pull out 3 cards here. I suppose you could say it's a bit like a beginning, a middle and an end of a statement, isn't it? So the first card we deal, we'll just flip it nice and slowly, out of respect for Spirit, out of respect for John, who's now with us, and we'll just see straight away there. Oh, look, a unicorn there. And John is just saying to you there, Michelle, he's just saying, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. Because I suppose there's no boundary, no like 3-dimensional world, is there, or anything really. So there's no sort of barrier, as you could say, that can stop you. And that's not a bad thing, I suppose, to some degree. But it means that, of course, he can be in the sitting room talking to you, or while somebody else is in the kitchen doing the washing up, he can be with them as well. He can be up in the bedroom with somebody as they're on the computer or whatever they're doing. Maybe in the back room reading a book or something. He can be there as well. So he'd be all in all several places, literally. Several is just 3 or more, isn't it? Isn't necessarily 7. So that's interesting to know, isn't it, John? Why you'd suddenly say that. I know that Michelle said that she didn't get to scatter your ashes, but as a soul, you can be in several places at once. So although she also, as we've just said earlier, there, she said that she wished, you know, she said goodbye, never had the opportunity to say goodbye to you there, which is always, I suppose, a bit of a problem, isn't it? Really, the guilt thing, isn't it? I want to see though what card comes up next, which is on the top of the pile there. So this will be the next thing that John wants to say. What your dad wants to say there, Michelle. Let's just flip it nice and slow again, nice and steady there, as we just reveal its energy, and just to see what the next thing is. It's a bright card, isn't it? Just to see what the next thing he wants to say. He's just saying, I see all of your thoughts. And I was only thinking of that when it was on about like being in the back room reading a book and thinking about what you're reading or whatever. And then, of course, he's just saying, I can be in several places at once, and I see all of your thoughts. See that candle flicker then? I see all of your thoughts. So if that's you there, John, then of course, then maybe, I don't know, have you been reading something there, Michelle, and maybe thought of him or thought of something, and he's just saying, I see those thoughts, whatever. So let's run the thought away, aren't I? In that regard, he's sort of got that vibration there. Let's just see what this third card is here. We'll just flip it again nice and slowly, and oh look at that. He's just saying, Michelle, I just want you to know that I'm surrounded by I'm surrounded by loving animals. So I take it he was an animal lover then, I suppose. Took the dog for a walk or something, did he? Or something, I don't know. Is that the general gist of where we're going here with this? But as a soul, I can be in several places at once, and when you take the dog for a walk, Michelle, I'll be there with you. I might be back in the house, just keeping an eye on what else is going on there as well, but I can be with you walking the dog. But I'm surrounded by loving animals. I got a funny feeling as though, I suppose it's typical that we all have pet dogs and cats and things like that, but there's some favourite pet, I don't know what it is, but there's just some favourite pet. I sort of get this idea as though he's just saying, I'm with, I don't know what the name is or what it is, but he's with that favourite pet of yours that you miss yourself there, and he's surrounded by all the loving animals that I suppose other people have had as well. So he's sort of taking them for a walk in the spirit world, aren't you there, John? So you've got plenty to do, keeping you active, but you can be in several places at once. So you can be walking the dog where you are now. You can be just watching over Michelle there, and you see all the thoughts. So any time, Michelle, you want to say I love you, Dad, just say it, and he'll see those thoughts and straight away. So you don't really have to worry about not having to say goodbye, because really, in a way, there's no goodbye to be said, is there? Really, in a way, we're sort of, it's the biggest hello, I suppose, that we're still having to say. He's just because he's somewhere else, that's all. And we often say, oh, when we lost Dad, it's been terrible since we lost him. But if you know where he isn't lost, is he? So that's another thing he seems as if he wants to just say there as well. with that, I think what I'm going to do now then, John, if you don't mind, until next time, I'd like to thank you for that message. Great message that, wasn't it? Just great to know that you had the rest of the animals that you love, and that it's okay that Michelle, you know, you see her thoughts and you hear her, and she says it, so there's no real need to sort of regret saying goodbye. There's no goodbye to say. I've just said that, haven't we? So just thought I'd gather all your cards up now, John. I want to thank you for your time and your energy again, and for your presence, and for joining us in this setting, and that love that Michelle seems to sort of regret not telling you more or whatever. I don't know what that's. That sort of seems as though that seems, but that love is the law. That love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And John, merry may we meet again. And until next time, which I'm sure there will be, even probably after this, because Michelle will no doubt be having a bit of a word with you, I'm sure. But until then, we'll just place the cards, the rest of the deck, on top of John's cards there, and we just lay him to rest, and we just simply say, blessed be to John Haggerty and all absent friends.